Sydney for a week. The weather's been pretty gloomy, so we haven't done that much. We've been out for a walk every day, but we haven't done any beach type stuff. Today we're down at Circular Quay. We're going to meet some friends soon and go somewhere for lunch. And we're just sort of sitting watching all the activity of the people getting ready to board this mighty cruise ship parked here. It's interesting people watching day. Over there, gently falling in the water, is the Opera House. We'll go for a walk around there in a little bit. Just down at Circular Quay, just been for a walk through the markets at the Rocks. We've been people watching for all the people who are about to board that huge cruise ship. Over there's the Opera House. We're going to go for a walk over there in a minute. And then we're meeting some friends at pier number 4 to go somewhere that I don't know where for lunch. The weather's been a bit gloomy since we've been in Sydney.
It appears that I'm not allowed to say where we are because you already know that we're in Circular Quay for the day. So Princess Cruise is over there, the Royal Princess. That's what all the poor people are doing today. And then over there, if we could zoom in, which we can't, up on top of the Harbour Bridge is a heap of people doing the Harbour Bridge tour. And down here we've got the jet boating crowd. So yeah, so we're just killing time, walking along, going to zip down to the Opera House. Well, we're still walking around the harbour and working our way around to the iconic Opera House, which is just there in front of us. Now, all those people are. Must be a pretty good place to go, and they're all like me. They all want a photo of the Opera House. And every time you go to take a photo or video, and now we're just walking along the front of the Opera House, around to the eastern side of it, looking out into Sydney Harbour. And looks like a lot of other people have the same idea as well. Seems like the thing to do on a Saturday morning. Whoop. Better hold the camera up straight, otherwise Donnie will give me the sack. But the only thing missing today is a bit of sunshine to make our photos look better. Here we are on the front harbour side of the Opera House, and over there in the distance is Hillbilly House, which Albo lives in. Oops, Donna tells me it's actually called Kirribilli House, not Hillbilly House. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking of a man named Jed. But anyway, only those of you old enough to know the Beverly Hillbillies will know who Jed is, and Ellie Mae. So yeah, here it is. We've just got to get Donna to stop walking, and then I can turn around and get this side of the Opera House. Up, up, up we go. There it is. Still cool. It's just around the western side of the Opera House, right out the front, right on the water's edge. Looking back into town. It's pretty good. There's not too many people out here. Must be too far to walk. Saturday night in downtown Darlington Harbour. Tonight we've got some fireworks that are going to happen very shortly. So we're on some bridge that I've got no idea what it's called. But anyway, that's okay. This is our first attempt at nighttime videoing with a new camera. All looks okay so far. While we're waiting for the fireworks, I decided to come over to the other side of the bridge to get the northern side of Darling Harbour. not Darlington as previously mentioned. And there is the National Maritime Museum over there. A couple of warships, a couple of sailing. It's pretty cool. There's a submarine in there too, I think. I went in a couple of years ago. It was really good. So yeah. And that's our bridge over there. Lots of people on the bridge. And that's the bridge from the other way, in case you don't know what a bridge looks like. Oh, now I've lost Donnie. Some other people have moved in on her. You can't see her now. There we go. The fireworks are just about to start. And the crowd went wild.
Fireworks.
I don't think the camera can hear us.
Probably not.
However, it is echoing just like it does on the bike.
What?
Well, it's echoing all around the buildings.
Ah.
Oh, we want some big firecrackers. Bit of silence. There we go. Get some big high ones in the air. eh?
I said I love it.
And the crowd went wild. I obviously think that was the finale. They don't do any encores around here. Anyway, that's firecrackers on the 16th of November 2024, Sydney, Darling Harbour at 9:07.26. Over and out. Fireworks are done and dusted, as I said before. Now we've just got to try and find our way back home. So we've just come across this really busy bridge. And we thought, over here, I think they call that Centre Point Tower up in front of us. So I just thought, well, why not feature that as well? Walking home, we decided to stroll through the QVB building, which is the Queen Victoria building. Looks pretty good during the day, so we figured it would probably look a bit better during the night as well. And up here is their ginormous Christmas tree that they have smack bang in the middle of the shop.
Look at the beautiful, don't know what you call it, beautiful works.
Things. Archways.
Yeah, I was looking at this stuff.
So that's it. It's pretty hard to get a picture of it. Goes right up there like that. And then it goes right down there. Down there like that. Oh, we don't want those lights in it. Awesome stairway over here. Stained glass windows. Probably can't see them very well now. I think this building was built back in the early 1900s. They've also got a piano in here that whoever wants to play the piano can play it. So every time we've been in, someone's been playing it. So here we go. is the bottom of the tree. Better watch what I'm doing when I get off the escalator, otherwise I'll fall over. So yeah, pretty cool. Outside the Queen B building is the tramway that runs straight through the centre of town. However, there are no trams today because they've gone on strike. So that's a bit of a bugger. It means the feet get a workout tonight. And the Queen Victoria building from the outside at night time, looking back down the tram track. Now we've ventured into Pitt Street Mall. When we come through here the other day, we thought that it was all going to be lit up at night, but the only thing that's lit up is the stars, because up above it is all fairy lights netted, and sadly they're not lit up.
No.
What's DJ written on it?
David Jones.
And it could have Christmas decorations. Oh yeah, we come past this the other day.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. And all these fancy animals sitting there carrying dummies with handbags.
Or just handbags.
Or just handbags. But it'll be a pretty cool ride.
And Chanel.
This is our first time out with the camera at night. So it's like a new toy, because we've never done any night filming before. So I think this is called Anzac Park. Now I saw this fountain in front of us, so I thought, why don't I come here and check out and just see what it looks like on the camera. Can't walk to the left because the wind's blowing the spray everywhere. So we'll go this way. There's a big church in the background. Not too sure if we can see that. How God it is. We'll only go about this far because it's looking pretty good. Won't know till we put it up on the big screen, I guess. But yeah, looks all right from here. Here we're on the other side of the Centre Point Tower, continuing our walk back through Anzac Park, checking out the quality of our nighttime vision, trying to get to the War Memorial, which I believe will be at the other end of this lit walkway. Seems like I got the name of the parks wrong. It's Hyde Park. Currently we're walking up towards the War Memorial, which is located in the centre of the park. And we went through there the other day. It's pretty amazing. Looks like bloody broad daylight through this thing. I better watch where I'm going because it seems like I'm about to walk into the water. Anyway, I've stopped, crisis averted, dodged the water, got up to the memorial now, and still looks pretty darn good.
The architect who designed this wanted to have an Art Deco effect, and according to our guide that was not really showing us around but talking to us the other day, this was the most modern building for its era. In I think 1936 or something it was built.
Something like that.
Yeah, all the marble is local. There's all different kinds. There's rough marble, there's polished marble. The workmanship is absolutely stunning and amazing.
Yes. And over here, in this big handrailed off dome, don't know whether we'll be able to see it at night, but we came down here the other day and had a look. They're not real close, but over on the back wall over there, which is black, and all the white you can see is names of towns in New South Wales, and then beside every name is a little glass jar, and in that glass jar is full of dirt from every town. And when you actually go down in here during the daylight hours, no two lots of dirt are the same colour. What a great idea. It's very interesting. One last look from the southern side of the War Memorial. More fountains, and looks just as good as night time as what it does during the day.
It's our last day in Sydney today. We just thought we'd go across to Manly for a ride on the harbour, maybe sit on the beach or at least walk in the sand. Another day, another very large boat in port, Queen Elizabeth from the Cunard line. And over there is the mighty Sydney Harbour Bridge. We're not going to see the Opera House until maybe on our way back today. Let's sit outside. We thought, it's okay, Dale, you'll be in the sun, you'll be warm enough. It's freezing, it's really windy out on the harbour. Good day for sailing if you like that sort of stuff. We're just probably almost coming up to crossing the heads, which we'll have to film on the way back. And oh, it's getting a bit bouncy. Just crossing over the heads now, I can see out the other side, and the waves have got slightly bigger. There's a lot of sea spray happening. About to cross over with the other ferry just over there. In a minute, oh, we'll get a little bit of shelter of the headland. Now, I lived in Manly many years ago, and I used to work in the city, so this was my daily commute. It was back before mobile phones and laptops, so really all you had to do was either read a book or sit and look at the view. What a way to travel to work. I'm getting wet legs. I know. Just arriving into Manly. I can't actually remember what this side of Manly is called, but we need to walk down the Corso and we'll get to the surf beach. So it's a lot calmer in here. This is the Manly Corso. It's actually kind of got a bit seedy since I lived here, in all honesty. A lot of people decided to come to the beach today. The thing is, it's the only day this week that the sun's sort of shined. And the surf beach is at the end where those flakes are. Manly surf beach. Not quite how we expected it to be today, because the wind wasn't supposed to come up until sort of after lunch, and it's only just 11 o'clock in the morning. So there won't be any sitting on the beach. I think it'll be just grabbing a coffee and catching the ferry back to the other side. A lot of people around. Some pretty cool markets here. Just had a wander through the market.
And I've carried a beach towel around with me for 2.5 months, waiting for today. And so it goes home still unused. Great idea to bring it.
Yeah, well, Sydney don't offer beach towels when we stay there, and we didn't think the weather was going to be this crappy.
I don't have to speak, you do, because you lived here. I was just telling you what to say.
You always tell me what to say. Carry on.
This is Donna speaking. So one of the reasons I like coming to Manly Beach is to remind me of where I used to live when I first moved to Australia. I came over here to party, and what a better place that I could find was this room right in the centre of Manly. And that's where I lived, and that's where it all happened.
I didn't have a balcony, but I lived on the second floor, where, I don't know if you can see, but there's shutters up, half shutters and half nothing. And this was my view.
Not me talking.
One of my old stomping grounds, the Stain Hotel, built in 1859. Ah, they have a rooftop now. Oh, that's new. Spent a Good part of my early 20s in that hotel. Fun times. So we've just walked around to the end of the Manly Pavilion and just going to do a pan around. May or may not see the heads over there and the beach over there. And over here it was the Sea Life something, and they're actually knocking it all down to create better public space. So that'll be interesting to see when it's finished, when we ever get back here. This is the other end of the Manly Pier, and a few more boats that are parked out here. There's people over there having sup lessons, another group that have just obviously got up on their boards, a bit wobbly. Water's beautifully clear. You can hire kayaks from here. You can sit in the sun and drink beer, eat food, and you can actually play sup ball. Never heard of it. Well, goodbye Manly. Not sure when we'll be back, but I'm sure that we will at some point. It's been a nice day, even though it was really windy on the other side. Had a bit of a sit for the sun, nice. And now we're heading back to Circular Quay. That's the heads there to Sydney Harbour. It doesn't seem to be as choppy as when we came across this morning. Maybe the wind's changed direction.
And so ends a couple of days in Sydney. We went to the Mossman Rowers Club, went to the fireworks on Saturday night, walked through town, did a bit of window shopping and toured around the harbour. Thanks for watching. Bye. For now, so see you next time.